Hello everyone and welcome back to Bay. You may notice since we last played, there's a slight addition to this game, and that is we've unlocked all the map. So basically, since the recent update, there's been some old mods that were broken, like 81 tile mods, which basically did this. However, I've had a little look and I think I've found a new one called 81 Tiles 2, so hopefully that one will not break everything and we can just play without having to worry about things. So now we're no longer confined to a tile on the map. We can expand as far as we want, and that's good as far as I'm concerned, because it means that we can actually make meaningful changes to how we play. We can actually, like, well, if I wanted to, I could build a little suburb out here, or, you know, do other things rather than just build in a square. Now, that being said, we are going to have to try and sort out some of the problems with our traffic at the moment. And the main problem we seem to have is people trying to get down here to the commercial area that we've got down here. So what we could do in order to try and counter that is possibly either build another way through, maybe have another road down this way or something like that. Alternately, we can possibly build a second commercial zone somewhere else in the map, say up this way. Now that we're no longer confined to building in the squares that we had, I'm inclined to remove the connection that we've got here. That being said, it is still very busy, very much in use, so let's just double check out this way if stuff's actually coming in this way. It doesn't look like it is, but I'm sure if we build out this way, things will start to use it a little bit more, and we may well be able to build in something a little bit better than what we've currently got. So with that in mind, it's probably worth also keeping an eye on things that we did last time, like the, where are they? Here we go. Metro station. So if we keep an eye on this, I think it might be good to possibly put in some other routes down to the commercial area down here, and possibly even build out from here. So without further ado, let's just double check. So we've got this warehouse over here, which is meant to be built, bringing in commercial zone goods. But it doesn't seem to be actually getting anything. It's not got anything from the rail, which is a little bit strange, because they have been getting stuff through from the rail for all this time. So I'm not too sure why it's not really getting stuff into these ones. These ones over here are fairly similar. It's a little bit bizarre, really, why it doesn't seem to be almost working for the warehouses with rail connections. I'm sure if we put in some warehouses with normal, you know, road connections, they may well work. So that might be something that we have to have a look at and try and use going forward. But yeah, it's really nice to not be confined to the simple map that we had before, and be able to actually build out from the tiles that we had. So yeah, let's just take things slowly. What I may well do is just hit play, see whether we can keep an eye on things down here. So I think it might be good to check what's coming down from this way. So it's mostly private vehicles that are coming down from here. And I mean, those should really be using the metro that we just put in. But again, the metro only goes to certain places, like this place called the metro. Where is it? There it is. This one, for example. I've also cleaned things up a little bit, so I managed to work out why a lot of the extra things were on here. So now we just have the book standard stuff, which is what I want to do at the moment. I don't really want to play around with lots and lots of interesting little mob buildings and what have you that kind of break the game, but at the same time do what you need. So I think I have kept the intersections because, if I'm honest, like, quite a lot of these are very handy to have to use as and when you need them. And we'll probably be using one or two of them as time goes on. For example, this one, if it could just not snap, would be perfect. Could fit in there pretty well. That's a possibility. So we do want to continue down with this highway, and we also need to kind of owe it to this city to really build a bit of a better junction here, because quite frankly what we've got just isn't really working, unfortunately. If we just check again, most of it is coming from over here. We have a lot of it coming from like down this way. Transferring. We've also got quite a bit of traffic from outside of the map coming down this way. So that's quite interesting to know that we have outside connections coming in and going down this way. So I think the first thing I may well do is just upgrade these roads over here. Make sure that they've got 2 lanes. There we go. And then we can also add maybe a couple of lanes of 4-lane, so then when they're turning, they can just turn off with one of them. That may be better than what we had before, so we'll do the same over here. Upgrade a little bit of this. Go to here. Take that off. And then over here, put that through. I don't know whether there's much point updating this bit. It should be fine. It's quite a simple junction, really. It doesn't need to be made too different. So, if we have stuff coming in from outside of the map, potentially having a highway that comes down and provides another way through might be a good option. For example, we could continue these sort of larger roads through and connect in. So that might be a good way to try and hopefully reduce the amount of traffic going down that one area. So if we, what is that? The road maintenance building, of course. I mean, it's kind of a bit pointless. I don't see much need in it, but we'll put it in anyway because I think it speeds up the possible speeds of cars. So I think what would be good here is probably a four-way junction. So if we just find one that really works with the sort of layout as such of the map. I mean, we could have this road come over, and then that kind of becomes this road anyway. And then that means that we can get rid of this kind of horrible right-angled road. So if we were to use something larger like this, that would effectively roll all three into one junction. It's just about trying to find the perfect spot for it, really. Alright, let's give this a try. So this is snapping. So that's the one in, this is the one out. That can then connect into this road from down here. We've got a road out that way. We can do another road this way. It means it will have more bridges, but I don't really mind having more bridges, to be honest. That's already a lot cleaner, in my personal opinion, than what we had before. Let's just try and tidy this up a bit. So if we turn off all this, maybe just do road guidelines. Yeah, that'll do. So we'll build that into there. We'll get rid of all this. We'll have that come down straight into here. And then we can do a road through, like we want to do. And we've also got a way down to the what will become, hopefully, a bit of a sort of touristy area. That's what I would like, at least. We've also got this awesome junction to use it all with, so let's try and put that in. Hopefully this works fine. Let's just make sure that these are the right way around first. So both completely the wrong way around, but we'll change that up, that's fine. So it might be good to take it back to, say, about here. First off, sorry to headphone users. That noise is horrible. together as well because I just made changes here.
Vegetation of the time.
Right.
Their mere existence transformed the landscape and made a lasting impact on all worlds. It's that legacy that Dino Oil is proud to continue by using their eons-old dead-bone goop to fuel your 5-door wagon, making it the oldest form of recycling there is. Dino Oil. Embrace the power of bones.
I'm Penna, host of Mars Official Radio. We've just received a letter from Magdalena, who works as a psychologist. Dear Penna, even though I like your show and your interesting books, I sometimes find the way you express your opinions a little bit blunt. Everything can't be resolved through facts. There are other aspects to take into consideration, like emotions, innate drives, and values. However, I do like the musical play and your informative commentary. Magdalena. Magdalena, I understand you, but I find it hard to come up with a suitable response. I will think it over and get back to you with an answer. I think better with some music.
Right, so we need to create a junction here, so I'm just going to chop these back. And hopefully what we can do is build in a sort of S-band here. Like so. Right, this is going to be a bit difficult because these segments don't delete at the same rate, if that makes sense. They yeah, they break at different points. These two, oh, those are lined up pretty well, but then down here it wasn't. It really isn't. Which is weird because these ones are all pretty nicely put together. Right, so we now have our junction here, which hopefully will be a lot better than what we had before. Only time will tell. So we can make changes to this if needs be, and hopefully make it better than what we've currently got. This is interesting. What's going on over here? Got like an old oil olfactory area. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Probably wouldn't have been able to see that if it didn't unlock the entire map. But anywho. Right. Okay. So we need to come down this way. To be honest with you, if it was meeting up with this motorway as well, that would be absolutely fine in my eyes. So if we build this out. Oh, we don't have enough money. Okay, let's hit play. Start to see how this makes a bit of a difference. Why is this stuff going off though? This stuff coming on. This. What's that all about? back. Have we paid off that loan? Pretty sure we have. Oh, we don't have. It's annoying you can't just reset these. So fiddly. I just want it 100. There we go. So, how's power doing? Power's relatively okay. How's water? Sewage is suffering a little bit. That brings me on to another thing. Can we actually save? Oh, well, we don't have enough money for one of them just yet. Maybe if we move this. Hopefully that can reduce how much is actually going down the stream. It's also interesting, we've got like a little almost reservoir over here. We could potentially build a couple of dams, but dams are dangerous. I don't trust dams. Not in this game. But this is quite a high sort of area around it, so this could be kind of perfect for a dam. So that's interesting, definitely interesting, because a dam would provide us with quite a lot of extra energy. They actually create, well, it depends on the power output. Flow water is an infinite source of kinetic power. Well, as long as the source doesn't dry up, but anyway. Find a strong current in a river and build a dam to access this source of clean electricity. I mean, we haven't built out this way yet. It might be quite a nice, safe area to build a dam at, so I'm tempted, I'm definitely tempted, especially if we did it like further downstream. So where this is quite high, we could do it further downstream, and then hopefully if it does back up, it would go down this extra gully or something like that. That might be a good way around things. But anyway, right. So we've got issues with road traffic here. So if we were to build this out and then build a road down to it, a highway down to it, then that might be quite a good solution. So if we sort of work out whereabouts this would get to, if we just keep it, this is the right sort of direction, isn't it? Yeah. Let's just line these up to begin with. Right, okay. So hopefully now if we go out from this, it should be in the right direction. What we need is one of these fancy changes. Which one is it? This one. This is pretty damn good. Even if I do say so myself, we just don't have enough money for it at the moment. It would help if we were playing the game. So let's see if that brings in the money that we need. We need 58 and we're sitting about 50, so hopefully we should have enough in a minute. Now hopefully if we put this in and it fixes a lot of the issues with the transport that we've got, then, you know, we can breathe a sigh of relief, I think, because at the moment it's been causing all sorts of issues with the game. Let's try. Might be best actually if we put the other side of the road in. No, let's just do the junction first. Right. Okay. And then we would be doing a road from here down to here. So we're going to have to come out from these two and probably connect in down here, but that's absolutely fine because it's better than what we had before and provides a second way through for all these bits of traffic that are trying to get to where they need to go. So if we were to do that, maybe if we lowered this train, we could even raise it if we really wanted to. Might be easier to lower it though. This road out now. If we take the... We'll just use the basic one because, to be honest with you, we don't really have that much out here at the moment. It's really just to create a basic connection. Boom. That's already connected in this side. Hopefully we'll start to see some road users use it. You haven't actually hit play. That might be why. There we go. Things are starting to come down this way. And things are going the other way. That's good. That's a start. That shows that it's identified the connection and started to use it at least. So do the same here where this road comes down. So let's just first off upgrade this to a 6 lane. Yeah. And then we'll continue like so. A route through. We could probably just sink the entire bit here. We don't need this to be up, which may be a lot better for this area, to be honest with you. So let's do that, and then we can build up a bit more through here. What would be quite nice is if we could connect these areas, although we do want the highway to go straight through here as well, so it might not be such a good idea just for now. Hopefully we'll start to see all that other traffic come down here. It is perfect, that's exactly what we need. Right, okay. It's nice for it to actually go my way a little bit for a change. Right, so we build this out. We can then build through here, create a bit of a junction, and then we can also build out that way. And this creates quite a nice little shape that we can work with. In fact, this is quite good for forestry, isn't it? Quite a good area for forestry. So we may well make use of that some more. We've obviously got our cargo terminal down here, which is still very busy. I don't understand why these ones aren't. Like, why is these not as busy? I don't understand. But anyway, what we could do is build a large warehouse area over here somewhere, and that could possibly have cargo for the commercial, and then hopefully that would be a better route in for it than the others that we've got currently. So if we were to build this out here, it would need to be space is quite vital. Okay, let's try that. What's that doing? Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Might even put in... No, we only really need one, don't we, for the commercials, I think. So we'll just do a road to here, and then we can do a road over the top if we need to. And that can go to other commercial areas. Build this road out. What would be quite good is to have a cargo terminal down here. I'm just trying to think. That would be the right route for it, wouldn't it? We actually want it to be this, so it'd be about here. Ah, pretty much perfect. Even if I do say so myself. So what we can do there now is take this out and go that way. And we can go underneath this lot. And then way, we can bring in cargo to that depot really easily and quite efficiently. So that's nice. Let's just bring this off. Let's keep it in line. Something like this. Yes. I like this. I like how this is going. Cool. Okay, let's just continue the water out this way a little bit. So obviously we've got buildings out here, we need to pump water to them. Did we not get water to there before? That's odd. I would have thought I would have put that in last episode, but anyway. Last stream rather. Let's put these in as efficiently as possible. Keep these just coming out like so. Sweet. Okay. So what we can do here is if we create a bit of a turnaround here, what we can do, hopefully, is number one, connect this into this road. Just want to do it a little bit nicer than that. Something like that. It's not perfect, but it'll work. And then we can also come out this way.
Fault Tech cameras. If you want the best, you have got to go big. That's why our cameras are the biggest on the market. Our shutters the loudest. Our lenses the longest. Cameras aren't weights. They're tools used to create. In fact, is the one that you're afraid to take outside.
Right.
Fault Tech.
So we're going to create a little bit of a queue here.
I'm
So
Pana
things
Masculine,
can-
and you're listening to Mars Official Radio, your reliable source for the music you love.
Queue up as they go onto the railway. Let's just put in a connection here. Okay, so we should be getting power through this way now. So all we need to do is put in a relatively efficient turnaround. space for a queue for these. So I want this to be commercial goods. I want it to fill. Fill aim to keep the storage full by acquiring the resource. Results may vary depending on supply and demand for the resource. Depending on the storage mode, all warehouses will try to do one of the following things. Balanced aim to keep the storage half full and half empty. Fill aim to, yeah, we just read that one. Empty, try to empty the storage by selling the resource. So hopefully if we fill it, it will still get used elsewhere in the map. That's my understanding of it. So that's my plan, is to hopefully provide us with cargo that we can then use throughout the map. Again, we've got this down here as well, which is getting a lot of stuff from these over here, and then hopefully this will actually start to bring stuff in. So it looks like we've got stuff arriving. Yeah, look at this. This has already started to work as we expected it. Or at least it looks like it is, because we've got a truck coming from here, which means that a train must be coming from here, surely. That makes sense in my head, at least. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it will work quite well. One thing I want to do here is just make sure that we have individual lanes for all the directions things can go. And then hopefully that will be quite efficient. Similar down here. The only problem is having this junction so close to the other one. Could be quite good. Let's try something like that. So all we really want is for these to be... Oh right, yeah, because it's an in. It's an innie, not an outie. Okay, so this should be fine. Maybe if we put this one gives way. Does that make sense? I don't know whether that one makes sense. If that one gives way. Can we do asymmetrical industrial road? Do we have asymmetrical? Asymmetrical 3-lane road, asymmetrical 5-lane road, asymmetrical 7-lane road, asymmetrical 3-lane highway, 3-lane highway with sound barriers. No, we don't have like industrial, which is a bit of a shame, but also kind of understandable. Okay. Look at that, we got a train coming down here. It's weird, these don't appear to be working as intended because they're just not getting stuff to them. And hopefully that will reduce how much traffic affects this junction, or at least that's the plan, really. We might need to do something like put one of these super junctions on these areas, but I'd rather avoid it just because it's you know, we've put in a really good link here. It seems to be working quite well. I'm hoping that will reduce how much stuff filters through here. It might just take a few minutes for it to actually filter through. So we're still getting stuff down from this way, which is interesting, because I would have thought, can we just see the trucks? We can, can't we? Yeah, the trucks are still coming down this way to here. It's a little bit annoying. I don't know what we can do about that. It's a very busy commercial zone. I suppose one thing that we could do is potentially build in a junction here. So then everything's not necessarily coming off here to turn right. Is this enough space for something like that? Do we have anything that might fit the bill in the pre-mades? So that's just like a highway interchange. That's huge. It's awesome, but it's also huge. Maybe this could be. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Like the look of them. So it's a very tight trumpet exchange. Is it a trumpet? It's not really a trumpet, is it? It's more like a almost a trumpet off of a right angle. No, I mean that could maybe work if we put in a connection somewhere else, like further down or something. Effectively what we want is almost like two highways crossing, but then a exit. What is this? Oh, that one's for rail. Yeah, that one's for rail. That's pretty cool. I didn't know I had that. This could potentially be something. It's like too steep. Do we have anywhere we could actually put it without the... Maybe? So this is almost like a normal road turning into sort of a couple of park clothes, I think. So similar but distinct in a sense. Some of these are just quite a lot to take in, really. We could also potentially just do like a roundabout here. I don't think that'll fit. I'm not sure about this, how the roads are almost turning in off of the roundabout or onto the roundabout. It doesn't really make sense in my head how that would work. is with something like this is it pretty much fits with what we've already got here. We just have to alter the train track a little bit, alter the roads slightly. The annoying thing is we just need the same thing over here as well. Okay. These not going to connect. Is it because it's like tunnel, or is it just raised up a little bit? It is raised, isn't it? Okay. This one's very fancy. Quite like the look of this. We could potentially use something like this, and then over here do like a triangular, or sorry, like a, what's the word, like a three-way crossing. So how would this line up? Oh, it's hard to, where we need it exactly. Probably about there. So we can use these. We don't even have to use like 3-lane motorway, which is quite nice. So if we did something like this, it's just a bit big. If we had like a smaller one, it would almost be perfect. All these ones that don't have images. Maybe something like this, although that's train. Maybe this. It pretty much fits. So we move this over. And then let's just pause it for a second. So we're going to delete out. Which is quite nice not to have from Transport Fever, is the game complaining about when you delete a road and there's traffic on it. No, that won't. It's the size of, it's bigger than the actual commercial area. Which, you know, maybe we just need to spread it out a bit more. I'm hoping that one of these will fit. See, I had one here that fitted quite well. Not that one. It needs to be quite a tight junction. Space already occupied. Ooh! Hold on a second. This may well work. So, if we take a highway, build it into that one. I mean, we can just it's a shame that we can't sort of shorten the roads quite easily, because effectively we want it to be that length. We can move these if we have to. but it may well fix the problem that we have. So willing to overlook the imperfections. Perfect. Beautiful. If anything, I want these to change down to like 2-lane roads. I think that might be best. Ah, 2-lane roads may not fit there. It's okay. Change it back. Slope too steep. Great. Just made a change that I can't undo. Why is the slope too steep? It was perfectly fine a second ago. Right, okay. If only there was like a Control Z button. That was perfect how it was originally. And then I had to try and change things slightly. Space already occupied. Can we just move this just so I can see
Pernu apparel.
So, such
Italian
tight.
leather. Pernu is Italian for jean jacket. We take the second best of Milan and with an appropriate markup, bring it to you. Just because you don't have taste doesn't mean you shouldn't have pants. Pernu apparel. Clothes, but not quite.
There. That'll do.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio. I'm your host, Penem Escalent.
Might actually go
I left my home country when I was in my 20s. Coming to a new culture is quite a challenge. Over the years, I noticed how I absorbed parts of the American culture. The personality I have today is the result of I believe that I influenced America too. On a meta level, the exact same kind of absorption is taking place right now, on Mars. I'm changing, and the planet will change too, developing according to its varying culture. Next track, please.
Let's go down. Space already occupied. Let's move this over then. We can go just want to get rid of that while I can. Right. I mean, this is kind of useless, so I don't mind too much needing it. It's just not really working the same way that the others are. I wonder whether that might be something to do with the amount of workers. Could it need more educated workers or something? Available jobs. Build it out to there. This road is what if we slightly, can we then go down? There we go. Right. So now we can build this up here, not having to worry. And that can make more use of the space. Yes. Okay. Try and do a similar thing out here, filling up this space. I'm slightly worried that if we fill up this area with these roads, we might just have the same issue as what we've got over here. There we go. Create something a little bit funkier. I'd quite like to use the asymmetrical roads here, I think. Just so that we have... I mean, it's not really got much traffic as it is at the moment, so it should be fine. Let's just leave it as it is. Right, so these would need to go... Either we go over the railway or the railway goes underneath. Probably the best bet here. Do this a little bit differently. So take it down back here and go down. Something like that. Down here. this bit up here. To come out and then turn this way, go underneath. Like so. You never know, that might actually get more use now. It might have been that the road layout wasn't really working somewhere. Let's just fill this area with commercial. This down. So I know I just made a change here. How about yes. So we'll do two. Do the one without the cycle lane because there isn't a cycle lane up to it. Oh, there is there. Without cycle lane should be fine. Trying to think if we've got like a one-way system here. I mean, we can now potentially connect this up on this side, which would be quite nice. I hope I haven't accidentally crammed more commercial into this space, but at the same time, I think this might be a bit better. So let's just go with actually let's upgrade that bit. these are going this way, and then going this way. Huh? This is the weird thing, like it's circling, it's going around in circles. What is it doing? Why do you do this? I think we need to improve walkability on this side, because we've done it here, but we haven't done it over here. So, if I put in a park, say here, should we go underneath or go over? I think that's the best. Nice. Okay, so we have a connection over on this side. Just because we don't necessarily have other parts here, doesn't necessarily mean we couldn't put in a connection down this way. Something like this. Obviously we've got this one over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to... we can get it. Don't know why I put it right in the centre of residential area anyway. We're probably going to change these over to high density, so I'm just going to put it as high density for now. Things might have not enough food. Yeah, well... there's bigger issues here. Hopefully putting in a little bit more walkability should help, he says, hesitantly. I wish they had other parts that just fit perfectly. These ones do. Perfectly between like two layered roads, and to be honest with you, they provide a nice walkway through. they're almost like the greatest of all time park in City Skylines, to be honest. They just work so well. But anyway, so yeah, it would be good to put some parts through this area. Forgetting that this is pretty much the old industrial area, really. In fact, with that in mind, let's put in new industrial-ish area over here. Coal power plants. Are these actually getting any connections from outside? I don't think they are. Why did we bother building them? Mind you, they've gotten ore from somewhere. We don't have an ore industry, so maybe? Maybe it's because these are kind of full. Start buying stuff in, maybe?
Square Packages, the packaging specialists, are proud to present box.
It has horrific
the untold
issues
story of
with
the invention of the box and
crime.
the family rivalry that nearly destroyed it. It's a tale about opening your heart, finding acceptance, and inventing the most efficient means of shipping and packaging that mankind has ever known. Proving that to find what's in your soul, you have to look outside the
It's
box
the coal power plant.
and into another box, which is a house, your home. And that truly is.
Traffic everywhere. But why? Why? I think this is causing issues because stuff here can't get out.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy and the Stallion, the only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a 4-year-old quarter horse named Clover.
This is Jimmy Fries coming to you from Studio 2. Whoa, whoa! Looks like someone's horsing around. Okay, easy, boy.
They'll play your favorite hits, give out great prizes, and laugh their way through your commute. Jimmy and the Stallion, stable entertainment only on Cities Radio.
Let's try this again. Maybe we have to. Oh, right, it's going the other direction.
My name is Helen Bassett, and I am broadcast live from our former home planet, Earth, with just 24 minutes of cosmic delay. We will now be able to share with you how your better educated fellows are living here on humanity's new home.
There we go. That's through there. I think it'd be good to put a connection relatively midway through. Let's get that true. Something just go all the way through. There we go. And then there was another system, the underground. And we've now connected up these two areas. On this side at least. Good to have connections through this. Do this. Parks are good. They connect areas up. Also, they help with the way that it's a win-win. Nice. Okay. Then we have this area over here, which we would like to connect up. Potentially, what we could do. We can kind of thread the needle I was hoping we could build a path through. I mean, it's like this. No. No, 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 no. Space already occupied. Why can't you build? Can you? This is weird. There, now that works, and we can even keep going down if we want to come down this way. Who knew the highway was actually probably the best way to get this so we can put one there, but it doesn't necessarily fit with that potential path up. Got those. It'd be nicer if we could do like some. Don't know if we can. Yeah, the road's gonna cause issues. It's annoying because if we. Oh, there we go. Bingo. So for a park here. Can't fit a park here. That's annoying. That's kind of perfectly placed to be a park. So we have parks that we could actually use.
At Banhammer Bank, we want you to trust us with your money. Because it's with your money that we can make you more money. How? It's not funny business, it's money business. You give your money to us, and it will grow with interest. That's the plan, at least. Maybe that's too complicated. Imagine planning a money tree. Imagine if you had a money pet, and you fed it more money, and after digesting, it would...
I'm going to fit perfectly in
You
there.
want to go money fishing, so you use a little money to catch a big money. You know, just come in and talk to us. We have even more metaphors that allow us to avoid saying what we really do with your money. Panhandle Bank, feeding money monster.
Oh, we already mentioned that.
Welcome back. I'm Hanem, Public Service Escalade, a nickname I got in my youth when I was just part of the public service revolution. My home country used to have serious restrictions on freedom of speech. When democracy finally came, other forces took control over the broadcasting channels. I fled to America, where where some compatriots and I started up an underground news network, determined to supply our homeland with reporting news. Very successful. Proven today's public service network, the least corrupt network on Earth. And now for some music.
Right. So we've made it through to this area. Hopefully, all of these interconnections will play a big part in reducing how much actual traffic we have going backwards and forwards. Let's just keep going. Connect that. One of these between. What's this one? Oh! We've gone too high with it. Hopefully this will be a good benefit for quite a lot of what's going on with these roads. This is a bit crazy. What's this one? Over here. Yeah, that kind of sucks that you can't get there by walking. So turn to facility. Oh, is it off the map? That might be. Okay. Right. It's not without its own problems, this, but hopefully this will have a good impact. So we'll just have to wait and see. How are these doing? Are these actually getting stuff through? I bet they're getting stuff through for the... Oh, I thought we would have stuff for the cargo terminals, but apparently we don't. Oh, crime. Another type of garbage. Okay, yeah, we'll do crime issues. Right, let's see whether all these parks and all these pathways through have a good impact, because I'm hoping they will. getting stuff from over. Wow. Stuff's walking all the way over there. It's pretty extensive. Makes me want to build out this way as well. It's really starting to impact parts. Big war plays can have. Right, if we were going to go through this way, might be good to connect up some other areas, so maybe over here. Okay, good place for... What's the one that'll fit here? This one may fit. It actually gives us spaced. But to be fair, the ones that we have put in probably have quite a bit of impact. So what we did, maybe just change here, just so we don't move too much. It's already there. Good if I mean, we can. Path down that way. It's quite nice, it's like a square with the path in the with the park in the middle. Oh, we have a path there, that's fine. Cool. I mean, why? Why? What is going on? It's just really fucking itself with traffic. I don't really understand. It's almost like one main traffic jam has caused a whole load of others. Or at least that's what it looks like to me, because we've got this road, which actually now isn't too busy. We were going to connect these two up, weren't we? I completely forgot about that. I got sidetracked by many paths. Right, let's put these together. And then I think it probably be best to have these. Okay. dare not remove that just in case it... Oh, we should be without an issue. It's just changing weather. Why is it bridges? Come on. Why is that causing an issue? What? Oh no, come on. Direction. Boom! Ah, fuck you, game limitations. Right. So down here, I'm thinking if we can do something nice, and then we would like that to be yes, thank you. Ooh, no. We can fix it. We have the technology to fix it. Right. Just have to go back to here. Maybe we can have like some sort of other lane in or something here from around here. It makes sense in my head. Why don't I have power there? Right. So we've now created a faster way in on this side. So hopefully that will get a fair bit of use. It's just a case of waiting and seeing, really. Look at that, we've already got stuff coming down this way and stuff going out that way. So it's having an impact already. It's just a case of whether it has the right impact down here and reduces all of this. I think the parks and the walkability will have a bigger impact than anything, because quite frankly, I mean, you can see how busy it is here. It's pretty busy on these parks. So that's exactly what we need right now. Hopefully this will have a really good effect of the different. Just put it above here because it kind of feels a little bit shocking. But yeah, this will have a positive impact on areas, hopefully. Or at least that's the hope. Because I want to reduce this mess. So, because these are traffic lights, they are traffic lights, so why is this thing? I mean, let's see how it goes. But I think I'm going to leave it there. We've done a fair amount on improving connectivity with just paths and walkability, and mean, if we take a look at some of these connections, we've got stuff coming from down here all the way over, like, over this bit of the motorway. So it really is having a good impact. I wish it gave you numbers on, you know, how many are actually using this connection. But yeah, it's having a good impact. It's just a case of whether, I don't know whether it will come from down here as well. We can hope. So stuff from over here is walking down to here. That's pretty nuts, quite frankly. These are all pedestrians. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. This must be like filled. Must be crammed. There's a dead person in the park. It's beautiful. A little bit gross. I just hope it has a good impact because, you know, if some of these dead people don't get to where they need to go, we are going to start having real problems. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave this one here. We've done a fair amount in this stream, and I'm really enjoying how things are going. We have unlocked now all the other tiles. Hopefully over here is working fairly well. It looks like it is. So I'm kind of excited to explore what else is available around here rather than just building in this square, because that's what the tiles do, is they kind of create a bit of an issue with where everything's going. And you know, having one entrance here is bound to have a bottleneck and cause issues. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with opening things up and giving alternative options a try. But until next time, have a good one, and thank you for watching. Bye.